Welcome everybody. This is the SNL in season pod. This is episode number six. Wow, we're six weeks in, man. That's crazy. But thank you guys for hanging with us the past 5 weeks. It's a pleasure to have whoever's listening, enjoying the fun. You know, we enjoy doing this, so we hope you guys enjoy listening to it. So as we continue, my name is KxngTrizz, Commissioner KxngTrizz, along with my co-host,
Assistant Commissioner Slick.
Yeah, man, and let's get right into it, man. So week 6 was it's kind of weird, man. How do you feel about week 6?
It was all right, you know. I lost again. I've accepted it's just not my season, bro. I can just start again next year. I'm gonna still compete. I'm gonna still take people off the waivers, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to avoid last place.
Like I said, bro, you still have a chance. There's 8 weeks left. You still have a chance of making the playoffs. It's not over for you. You know, the guy who's in like 6th place is only 1 win above you. So it's not far, bro.
True.
You're good. But let's break that down, man. So in the West standings, we have KxngTrizz, which is me, for a record of 4-2. I lost this week as well. It's not a big deal for me. I said last week going 4-2 isn't a problem. Right after me, you got Pico de Guapo. He came up with a dub this week. Then you have Thelonious Punt, who's also 4-2. Then after that, we have it with She Love It When I Touch Down. Ever since this man has been on the pod, this man has not won a game. This man is on a 4-game losing streak. It ain't looking good for him right now, man. And then you have Team Donnie, who's on a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Her team is looking really good right now, man. She's coming up.
So after a month of losses, after going 1-4,
yeah,
came back two wins. Not bad.
2-4 right now, man. Looking real good.
Going to the East, we have Central C still undefeated, 6-0. You know, I'm ready to say that it's impressive. He's coming in, week out, getting the dub. So
yeah,
shout out to
really good team.
Central C.
Yep. Yes, sir.
We got Dem Boys second at 3-3. He did lose 1-game losing streak, but it's all good. C Blizzy right after Dem Boys. He had a dub
against me. I'm gonna give it to him, man. But we're gonna break down his team later.
Got Houston Boy, who said that no one scares him. God no. And myself sitting in last place, 1-5, 5-game losing streak, the longest active losing streak in the league. That's annoying. Like I said, ready to start for next year.
Stop with that next year talk, man. You're gonna be. Listen, I have faith that you can pull it off. I have a lot of things that happen. If you look at the teams right now, the power dynamic in the league has shifted over the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
Some of the teams that we thought were not that good are looking to come up, or they're looking like they're coming up right now. And some people might take some slides, man. We'll see how that turns out. All right, now we're going into the playoff rankings. And first place we have Central C. Second place we have me, KxngTrizz. We both getting buys with the leader of our divisions. Then you have in third place Pico de Guapo. Fourth place you have Thelonious Punts. And fifth place you have Dem Boys. In sixth place you have She Loved It When I Touched Down. So he's 2-4 with the last playoff spot, which is why I think like nobody's really out of it yet, because everyone at least has 1 win, which is basically what, it's 1 less win than 2-4. So season's early, man. Don't give up, bro. You getting there.
And in the consolation bracket, we have at 7th place C Blizzy, 8th place Team Donnie, 9th place Houston Boy, and 10th place myself. So yeah, as you say, you know, I'm the only one in the consolation bracket with 1 win, so I'm just right behind everybody. And as you said, yeah, you know, it gives me a little bit of hope. She Loved When I Touched Down is trending down a lot.
Yes.
So that gives me some hope to try to get that last spot, but you know, I gotta deal with the likes of C Blizzy, who's, you know, putting up points now. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah, he's doing work. And as we're talking about C Blizzy, let's go down to our matchup between C Blizzy and I, where he caught a dub. He scored 143.5 points this week.
Right.
I scored 119. But this is why I said a lot of teams bad teams are not becoming good, and a lot of good teams are probably falling down. C Blizzy has Alvin Kamara and Cooper Kupp. Now we know Alvin Kamara is a fantasy monster. Cooper
Right.
Kupp over the past 3 years is a fantasy monster. He drafted both those players, and I think the reason why he got him is a lot of people passed on him because of the injuries. He wanted to wait it out, maybe take a couple of L's, and it worked out for him because he took some L's, but now he's back up, man. Josh Allen gave him 22.5 points. He ended up being injured during that game. Then you had Alvin Kamara who gave him 17 points. Jerome Ford 10 points. Stephon Diggs is also a big name. The second ranked second in wide receivers in fantasy this year. So he has some monsters on his team, man. He has Stephon Diggs 20 points, Cooper Kupp 27.5 points, Mark Andrews, which is a top tight end, 10.5 points. And out of nowhere, Pittman Jr., man, gave him 19.5 points, 9 receptions, 109 yards. Good for him. The defense, Detroit gave him 9 points. They got an interception and the dub against Tampa Bay. And he picked up this kicker, man, from Cincinnati, Evan McPherson. Gave him 7 points. So overall, 143 is a really good score. He did really good this week. And I think he possibly is probably the best team in the league right now, man. I'm looking at his guys. Yeah, I'm thinking, like I said, man, he has Kamara. He has Josh Allen, number one. You know, Josh Allen is going to get put points when he's healthy. You have Alvin Kamara, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, and Mark Andrews. Those are your starters.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's still shocking. I didn't think he's the best team right now. He's the hottest, but okay. You heard it from Teddy. Seablaze is the best team right now.
I'm thinking he's the best team right now, man. But then we have on my side, I had Kirk Cousins, 19.5 points, only 181 yards, one touchdown. I expected 30. Man gave me 19, but you know, it is what it is.
Kenneth Walker the third. Goes.
Yeah, man. Kenneth Walker the third, 17.5 points. Alexander Madison, who sometimes is good, sometimes struggles, but I know it's based on the way the offense is run with Kirk Cousins over there. Tyreek Hill, 28 points, which I can always count on Tyreek Hill to give me good points, so it's not a big deal. CeeDee Lamb gave me 18.5, which I really like. 7 receptions, 117 yards. Kittle was disappointed. 1 reception for 1 yard. They weren't throwing the ball at all in San Francisco. So I'm always going to keep Kittle in my lineup. It doesn't matter, you know, because he's a play that's always going to go off regardless. So I can take that. Jacoby Myers went down. Where were they playing? Were they playing in the Patriots? Were they playing in New England?
They were playing in Las Vegas. So it's a home game for Jacoby.
Home game for Jacoby, but he balled out on his old team, man. Like,
yeah, you did.
5 for 61 on a touchdown, 17 points. Definitely better than any Patriots receiver. So
100%.
I don't know why they let him go. We don't have any receivers on the Patriots, bro, that I like.
We don't have a quarterback.
We don't have a quarterback. We don't have receivers. We don't have an offensive line. What do we have, bro? Nothing.
Free parking.
Yep, they got 3 parking this year, which is dope because I went to a preseason game, got that free parking. That was nice.
But that's the only highlight for the Pats, free parking. That's crazy.
Jake Elliott, by kicker, who before this week has never given me less than 11 points. Let me
really?
Sure. Bro, before this week has never given me less than 11 points.
Oh, wow. That's week 1 slept on.
Week 1, 18. Week 2, 12. Week 3, 11. Week 4, 18. Week 5, 11. This man gave me 1 point yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
1 point last week, bro.
Even if he made that missed field goal, he still would have been less than 11, but, you know.
But it would have been something.
Would have been something. So I don't think enough to beat C Blizzy, though.
Not enough to beat C Blizzy. I looked at the numbers. I needed like 24. And easily that 24 could have been Kirk Cousins gave me 30. Kittle give me 10. Jake Elliott give me like 8. Easily.
Right.
You know. And those are what I expected. So I'm not too worried about the status of my team. If they keep doing that over a period of time, then I'll get worried, but they haven't shown themselves to be consistently doing bad. So I'm not worried about that, man.
All right, next game we got the loneliest punt going against Slick, myself. It's an L, 149.5 to 100 even. I'm glad that although my team is trash, still hitting at least 100 points.
At
That
least you're
streak
getting
is still
100
going.
points, man.
There's a few people that didn't hit 90. I think Pico de Guapo hit 70 something one week against you actually, and you didn't hit
79,
100 that game either. Yeah, so
89.
I pride myself at least 100 points. You don't score 100 points against me, you're gonna lose. But so far, I've been on all of the losing end. He had Lamar Jackson, 26.5 points. Saquon Barkley, 13.5 points. DeAndre Swift, who's playing pretty well lately, had a fumble, but, not enough to put his totals too far down, 17.5 points. A.J. Brown, 20 points. Man, I'm really, I tried to pay attention this week, but then the numbers weren't numbering. So I just put my phone down and said, you know what? I got other things to do. I got to clean the house. I got to do dishes.
This man was hurt. This man was hurt
I
this
ain't
week.
gonna lie to you, I was a little hurt. But
This man was hurt.
looking at his team, like he only had one person not in double digits, just his defense, and that's kind of crazy.
Defense.
Even his kicker,
Yeah,
his kicker. So I don't think I had a chance, honestly.
everybody did work, man. Everybody did work.
Everyone. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 30 points, really propelled him ahead. Pitts 14, Collins at 12, defense, as we said, 6, and his kicker 10. That's a solid spread. I think that's a spread that I had last week. Every player in double digits still lost by 1 point against Houston Boy, but that wasn't the case for Thelonious Punt. He put up a respectable 149.5 points. Good for him. On my side, I had Russell Wilson. So I had Russell Wilson. Every report said avoid Jared Goff and bench him this week. So you know what? I listened, and I got 12.5 points out of Russell Wilson.
Jared Goff, 37 on the bench.
Jared Goff on the bench, 37.
That's wild.
Honestly, look at Russell Wilson's stats, okay? His stats are not bad for fantasy. He has 28.5, 34.5, 25.5, 31.5, 27.5. So in my head, I'm like, okay, we gotta bench Jared Goff. But Russell Wilson should do something better than Mac Jones who I dropped for him.
Jared Goff average is better than Russell Wilson, though.
I understand that, but because they said to bench him, I was like, all right, cool. I can still go with Russell, and at least he can give me a 30 that I've never had yet. I don't think. But
Goff from now on, man. Don't ever start Russell Wilson. Don't do that to yourself. If you have Russell Wilson and you're listening, drop him.
I wouldn't say drop him.
Nah, drop him.
I would say bench him 100%. Bench him 100%.
Drop him. Pick up a rookie. There's not a
lot of QBs left in the wire. Christian McCaffrey, who got injured his oblique. I don't even know what an oblique is, but he injured it. 13.5 points. He still had a receiving touchdown, but kind of another pedestrian week for him, especially because he got injured. So Zach Moss scored 17.5 points, 21 yards on the ground with a touchdown. I wonder if his points came from passing.
Bro, six receptions, 38 yards. So that alone is like 9 points alone off of the air. So
talk about a sneaky pick. Well, not sneaky pick. People had eyes on him, but he's the 5th running back in the in fantasy right now, at least ESPN. So that's great for me. DeAndre Hopkins, 3 points. Marquise Brown, 7 points. Hawkinson, 11 points. Respectable game, 6 receptions, 50 yards, but
that's good for a tight end, bro.
Yeah, it's good for a tight end, but
it's good for a tight end.
I am desperate for big points, big plays, so 11 is not enough for me.
Amari gave you 14.5.
He did. He played well, I guess. 4 receptions, 108 yards, so looks like big plays maybe. Pat's defense, 2 points. Might have to do something about them. I think.
Bro, you need to get rid of them. The Pats defense are not the defense.
So the way the Pats are, they their defense gets better during the year. The same defense that you see playing early, second half of the season, they know how to turn it on. Now these are with older players. I don't know with the players we have now if it's that's the same case, but that's what I'm holding on hope for.
Past 3 games, it's 2-1-2. I don't know.
Terrible. Same record as me. And Justin Tucker, 19 points. The most
This man
he's
scored
given me.
more than all your skills position.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Justin Tucker is having a weird year where he's not really kicking a lot. I guess that's because of their offense. I don't know if they're doing well or not.
It is the offense.
But I will 100% always keep him and start him because this guy is he's just too good. What does he have? 1 miss on the year, 2 misses on the year. I'm okay with that because he can easily go through a season where he doesn't miss a single kick. And guaranteed points is what you need at the kicking position. Those negative points will hurt you, especially in close games. So I'm glad that Justin Tucker is always giving me those bonus points. So that was my game. Wasn't good. Still got cracked 100 though, but
I feel you'll be back, man. Like I said, man, I got faith in you.
You got a lot of work to do in the waivers. We'll see.
Talking about the waivers, Donnie versus Houston boys. Donnie was working the waivers herself. Like you said, she got 2 wins in a row. She always had Justin Herbert. He gave her 30 points. She scored 120.5 this week. Pretty average score. 120 is good. It's not. I would say average is 110 to 120. So yeah, 120 is good. Josh Jacobs 11 points. Algier 5 points. Garrett Wilson 17. Drake London
21.
This 21.5. This man has just been doing work, man. Yeah, he's just been he's really good this season. I mean, he has 2 games where game 1 where he had 0 and game 3 where he had 5, but outside of that it's 18, 11, 14 and 21. That's pretty good for a wide receiver. Darren Waller gave her 9 points. Gabe Davis gave her 3. New Orleans defense gave her 6, but Harrison Butker, the kicker for Kansas City.
Yeah, Harrison Butker. Take away those 18. I mean, she's only scoring 102. You could attribute her win to her kicker.
Here's why that win for her is amazing. Her bench is like riddled with injuries, man.
Yeah.
She has H.N. on IR, Justin Fields, doubtful, Kincaid, out, Gibbs, questionable, Jamar Gibbs. Like, she has 4 injured players.
Yeah, tough. But she
pulled out a win. That's a testament, man, right there.
After Houston boy came on here last week and said he's not scared of anyone.
Any team took another L.
I don't know. It's been bad luck except for Central C. It's been bad luck for people that pull up on the show.
Facts.
Maybe Shay's right on the last episode. He said we practice in the dark arts. I don't know.
Nah, bro. Don't. Nah, bro. Don't do that. Gino's still playing and he playing well, man. Don't.
Okay.
Don't do that. Houston boys. He had Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, 33.5, which was really good for him. Unfortunately, Joe Mixon only gave him 8.5. He picked up this running back called from Arizona, DeMarcado. I don't even know this dude, man, but he only got 2.5 points. So yeah, he can go back where he came from. Jamar Chase, 14 points. Adam Thielen is balling, man. I haven't seen Adam Thielen this good since like 2020. What, 2019, 2020?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Adam Thielen
used to be your guy. That used to be your guy.
He used to be my guy, man. I had him. I used to draft Adam Thielen, man. So I appreciate the work he's doing right now. Zach Ertz, 4. Ever since Zach Ertz left Philly, he hasn't been the same, man.
No, not at all.
He has not been the same. Mike Evans, 8.5. Miami defense, 7 points, and the kicker gave him 0 because he missed 2 field goals.
Negative.
Luckily,
got 2 points on the extra points, and then the missed field goals is -1 each, so -2.
Yeah. So he lost that, scoring 106. He is down to 2-4. I don't know, man. I'm not confident that. I don't know.
Hey, he said he's not scared of anybody. He should be scared of himself. Next game we have She Love When I Touch Down going against Central C. Central C still undefeated. Patrick Mahomes gave him 32 points. T. Pollard, 17. Brian Robinson, 13.5. Keenan Allen, 21.5. Puka Nacua had a slower game this week. That's 6.5 points.
Cup is back, man. That's what that means.
That's true. Central C might have a weak point in his team now that Cup is back.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce back from ankle injury, 9 receptions, 124 yards, gave him 21 points.
Really good.
Could have been even crazier if he guys found the end zone, but he didn't. Thank God. DJ Moore, 10 points. His defense, Las Vegas defense, smart on him to start Las Vegas defense going against the Patriots because there's no offense in New England at all.
I said that. Start every defense that goes against the Patriots moving from now on. Just start every defense. I said that.
Got interception, safety, 17 points allowed. That gives his total to 11 points.
Yeah.
And his kicker, double digits, 10 points. On the other side, Shilov on a touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 20.5 points. Robinson had 12.5. That's all right for a running back, but you know, on the other side, there's 17, so it's not that great.
Pacheco, he's a rookie. He's been doing pretty good, so yeah.
Pacheco, 15.5. Calvin Ridley, who I'm just realizing is on Jacksonville. I thought he was.
Yeah, that's what he's been. Nah, bro. Remember, he got suspended last year.
Oh, right. Yeah, so they got rid of him for that?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is, or maybe his contract was done. I don't know. Not
Something
even
like
last year. The year before, he was gone half the year.
Yeah, I remember that.
He did a full year suspension for gambling, nonetheless.
Yeah, well, he's still gone for this week for 7 points. Chris Olave, 16.5. Goddard, 9 points. And this is where Shilov on a touchdown gets his most points with Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams, 21.5 points. He had 158 yards and a touchdown. Still not enough.
For a running back, that's really good.
It's really good, really good. His defense, 9 points, and his kicker, 15. I think it's a big trend this week with the kickers. A lot of kickers are putting up points.
Nah, bro, my kicker was buns, bro, so I ain't no trend,
but,
bro.
You know, look at Central Seat kicker, 10 points. Shilov on that touchdowns, kicker 15. My kicker 19. It's a pretty good week for kickers a little bit.
Last matchup, we had Pico de Guapo versus Them Boys. Them Boys was on a 3-game winning streak, which ended. He did not hit 100 points, only 97 points. Going against Guapo, who scored 129, which is really good. Out of that 129, he had C.J. Stroud, the quarterback, give him 19.5 points. I feel every ounce of that because same points my quarterback gave me, but I couldn't even muster a win. So, Travis Etienne Jr. is doing pretty good. 23 points for him. He has two really good running backs, Etienne and Mostert. Mostert gave 34 points. Miami's running backs are on a roll. Miami just has a team.
Miami just has a great team. This is their best chance, I think, to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
The Pats are terrible. They just have to get through the Bills.
I think Tua just needs to stay healthy.
And Tua to stay healthy.
Yes, sir.
Tua to stay healthy. They need a few people to stay healthy because if any of those top players go down, it could be rough.
Could be rough. Yeah, he had Waddle as well, 18 points. Kristen Kirk, 13 points. Lance Thomas, his tight end, only gave him 1 point. That's where he suffered.
Mm-hmm.
Eckler back. Eckler gave him 10 points. I thought Eckler was going to do much more than that. But, you know, it's his first game back since injury. He's been gone for like 4 weeks. Philly defense gave him 7, and his kicker gave him 3. So his kicker wasn't doing what the other kickers were doing. But on the other end, Them Boys, who lost after 3 wins straight, he's doing pretty good for himself. He's 3-3. That's not terrible at all. Joe Burrow, 25 points. I already said throw Joe Burrow away. I don't know why.
He's been doing well, I guess, a little bit since, especially that week 1.
He's at 140-point game. Everything after that has been low.
True. Yeah.
Bro, 10 week 1, 28, which is okay. 21, 14, 40, and then 25. I need consistent.
So he can't be trusted.
He cannot be trusted. No, you can't. He's never hit 30, and the one time he hit 30 is when he hit 40. But after that, he can't reach it. Then he had Derrick Henry. A trade almost happened this week where I could have gotten Derrick Henry and gave him George Pickens, but he stuck with Henry, which is good. 19 points. I could have used that 19 points. I'm not even gonna lie. David Montgomery, who was a top running back for him, is that man's down for the count. He's going to be out for some weeks, so that's going to hurt Them Boys for a while. I'm going against Them Boys next week, so.
So you
David Montgomery, yeah, I'm happy.
You ready?
I mean, I'm not happy David Montgomery's injured. I'm just happy that
right. Let's make that real clear.
I gotta clarify so these guys don't think we be doing the dark arts over here. You know, this is the dark art stream. And then you had Devontae Adams, who's usually pretty good with 4.5. I guess they favored. I did not watch that game, but I guess they favored Myers and other players over Devontae this week.
Oh, he actually got
Then,
cleaned too by the defense. He got this
I
one
heard.
catch, and someone on the pass D destroyed him. He ended up coughing up the ball, and it got picked off on that play. So maybe he was a little hurt.
But he doesn't have a designation, an injury designation. So shrugged it off. Who does have an injury designation is Deebo Samuel. He only gave him 1 point. So I don't know. I don't know what happened in that game. I fell asleep. Then you had Laporta, 7.5 points. Chris Godwin, 13 points. The Baltimore defense, which is 13 points, is really good, going against Tennessee. And then his kicker from Indiana, Matt Gay, gave him 10 points. All in all, not enough to give him the points needed to win, only scoring 97, not reaching 100. Look at the bright side, man. You scored more than that. So
I did. I could have beat them boys again, who was my lone victory. So
right. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you still in there, bro. You're still in there.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to give up, but I give up.
Oh, my goodness.
So looking ahead to week 7, can you believe that? It's week 7 already.
Halfway through the season.
Yeah,
Yikes.
halfway. I got myself going against Team Donnie. I would say normally that this is a dub for me, but I just don't know. I'm projected 128.7, but we only do 0.5, so I'll ignore that. 128 points, and then Team Donnie is projected 102 points. Waivers have not gone through yet, of course. That goes through tomorrow morning. So we won't know what our teams will look like and what the projections are. But that's where we're at right now.
I think this is where you. I think this is your redemption tour, starting with Team Donnie.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I'm looking at the teams. Your team looks like it's pretty ready to go. She still has all the injuries, and she has bye weeks. I feel like you can pull it off, man. I feel this might be your week. Barring anything crazy, I think this might be your week, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I just need another week like I had against Houston Boy where everyone hits them double digits, and I will feel confident in my matchup.
Then we have, I'm going against, like I said, I'm going against them boys. Anything could happen, but I'm going to say I'm confident for this week. And the reason why Derrick Henry's on bye for him, and he has some injuries, man. Montgomery's who usually gives him some points. But he does have some guys on the bench. We'll see if he inputs those guys and they can do it. If I just need my guys to, play what they're projected to play, and I think I'll be fine. But
you got CD Lamb on bye. Is that why that zero's there?
Yeah, I gotta find a way to replace CD Lamb. I need to. Actually, no, I got it. I got Lockett. I got Pickett.
Yeah, I'm good. You got people, so
I got people, so it's not a worry. Then you have C Blizzy going against Thelonious Punt. This is gonna be a good matchup, man. I think this is going to be a real good matchup. Yeah. Because this would be 3 wins. This would make C Blizzy. Like I said, man, I feel like his team is becoming one of the most dangerous teams in the league. If he can win, then my point is proven. If he can't win, then it's fantasy.
Next game, we have Houston Boy and She Love When I Touch Down. Houston Boy has an empty spot in there, I think, because of bye weeks. He's projected to lose, but again, we just never know. She Love When I Touch Down's projection is not that high either, 109 points. So if Houston Boy ends up winning against She Love When I Touch Down, I think She Loves When I Touch Down is in a bad spot or will be in a bad spot.
I think this is going to be the lowest scoring game matchup in the league this next week. And then we have the Battle of the Commonwealth. Central C going up against Pico de Guapo, the guy who he called Pico the Pretender.
Pico the Faco.
Pico the Faco before Pico joined Central C in the Commonwealth. Now, I always question why he did that. And I always told Central C, man, what if Pico beats you? Are you going to still respect him? What if you beat Pico? Are you going to trash him like you've trashed everyone else?
Everyone else, right?
We'll see, man. We'll see.
I know Pico needs a quarterback.
Yeah, he does. Oh, yeah. He definitely
Pico needs a quarterback.
That's it.
And Central C's projection is 125 with
and he doesn't even have
slot.
Yikes.
That's kind of Yikes. Pico de Guapo has a tough one ahead of him. I'm gonna let you know that.
He does. That's
Any of
crazy.
these games? So you said that Houston Boy and Shalov when I touchdown might be the lowest scoring games. Do you believe that there is a game of the week?
I'm looking at Central and Pico. I want to see what happens over there.
I
want
do
to,
too.
yeah.
Because that Commonwealth relationship they got going on. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see if it fizzles out after this week with somebody losing, and I hope it's Central C. That'll shake up the league finally for him to lose. But even if he wins, I want to see how he treats Pico after that.
Right. At this point, I'm not even counting against him anymore. The guy does have one of the best teams in the league. I'm not even hating. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not hating anymore, but he still talks a lot.
Still talks a lot of trash. All right, so those are the matchups for next week. And this week we're just talking about him. We have Pico de Guapo joining us today on the pod, man. He's gonna come on, talk about him joining the Commonwealth, his matchup against the Commonwealth King. And he taking that L from me, man, and going on that losing streak ever since he took that L from me. But yeah, man.
We'll see.
So,
we'll see what he has to say coming up.
What's good? What's good? Can y'all hear me?
Pico the Pretender.
Yes, we can hear you.
That's wild.
That's water under the bridge, my guy.
Water under the bridge is what we're saying.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it.
So joining us now, we have Pico de Guapo. I almost said pretender because I wanted to hear the controversy.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me hear your thoughts going up against...
ain't no controversy, bro. Ain't no controversy.
There's no controversy? What you mean?
That's water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge? Nah,
I'm a good guy.
Beef is never squashed.
Beef is never squashed, bro.
I put beef in the stew. I put beef in stew.
Nah, we put it on the grill. We cook that. All right, Pico, man. Thank you for joining us on the pod, man. You're having a good season. You're 4-2 so far. Your first loss came from me. Ever since then, you joined the Commonwealth, man. Talk to us about that, man. What made you join the Commonwealth after that loss, man?
Oh man, it was a cold Monday night up in New Jersey. Seattle was going against the Giants. We each had one player left to play.
Yeah.
I had Geno Smith. You had Kenneth Walker on the same team.
Yes, sir.
Geno Smith, he was clicking on all cylinders, throwing the rock, distributed to Kenneth Walker here and there, but
he was 8 for 8. He was 8 for 8 in the first. Yeah, he was cooking. I'm like, oh man, this ain't looking good for your boy. He was cooking.
I was on the up and up. Mind you, I'm at work, so I can't follow the game how I want to. So then I see something you said on the chat, and I'm like, huh? I was confused. And I was like, man, I lost all hope after that. And
yes, for those who aren't who might not remember, is when Teddy wanted Geno Smith to stub his toe, get injured, not finish the game, and it happened.
He finished the game, man. Let's not.
He finished the game, but he wasn't. He wasn't the same
after. I said specifically. I wrote in the chat. I said, bro, this ain't looking too good for me because Geno on point. I just hope this man could just stub his toe just so he can get out of the game, but still be completely healthy and come back next week. See, I'm not wishing ill will on the man. He's a real human being. I'm just trying to win because I figured if Geno's out, Kenneth gonna run that ball. You know what I'm saying? Like literally 5 minutes after I said that, another text message comes into the chat. Yo, Geno's hurt. I'm like, what you mean Geno's hurt? Geno's going to the tent. I'm like, come on, bro. Don't say that,
crazy.
bro. I just said.
See what you're doing?
That's the focus over here.
Yeah, it's the dark arts Central C was talking about.
And ever since then, man, them cats are saying we out here doing spells and curses, man, and dark arts, and Pico joined up Central C because of that, man. Like,
no, it wasn't looking good after you joined the Commonwealth. Did
man,
you
was taking L's after that, man.
It really wasn't. I was kind of naive. Well, I was kind of like a dummy going into the waiver wire. I think I still had a chance to be undefeated up until this point. You know who I dropped? He's sitting on your bench, Trizz.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Cole commit.
I mean, he hasn't had that much good games recently, though.
I've been playing Russian roulette with the quarterbacks, which is whatever, but had I had Cole Kmet up until this point, I think I had a fair chance at being undefeated. But it is what it is.
It
I'm
doesn't
I'm
that sting?
above.
He just has him on his bench, just chilling,
Yeah, just
and you could
chilling.
use him.
Shit.
Yeah,
You know what? You're definitely right because the 2 weeks I picked him up, he scored 27.5 and 15. So you're definitely
Oh
yeah.
right, man.
wow,
I just had this man just chilling on the bench, man. You ain't going nowhere. This
you
So
man
could
is
have
for
used
when
him last
Kittle's
you're
week.
out.
welcome. You're welcome. All right, you're welcome.
I'll take that. I'll take that, bro.
So let me hear your thoughts on going against Central C, the leader of the Commonwealth. You say it's water
Next week.
under the bridge, but you
Oh,
competitors. Let
Central
me.
C, El Presidente. I
Yeah.
mean, what else?
Wow.
What else is there to say? That's El
How would
Presidente. You know.
so you're gonna lay down,
Shout out to my
let him
guy.
win? You're gonna let
I
him win?
mean, I'm a pause. I'm gonna give it all that I got, but it is what it is.
So
That's
At
you
the
gonna
end of the
give
crazy.
day,
hey,
So
so you
you
gonna give
okay
it
with it if you
you
lost?
gonna yeah.
win, lose, or draw, it all contributes to the Commonwealth. So
Nah, man, we can't
shout out to
have
the
that. We
members.
can't. We can't
That's
have.
crazy, man. I don't know.
We got to shut down this Commonwealth. I'm feeling some type of
We
way,
gotta
man, because
shut it down.
Ricky ain't winning, so they don't respect him, man. If they like, I need some help to shut down this Commonwealth, man. Like this
Nah,
ain't.
bruh.
Bro,
I don't know.
you're not afraid that Central C might disrespect you or abandon you, man. Like you don't think it's all a game that he's playing. You think it's legit. He cares for the people.
He does. He really
You think
does.
he
Yeah, he does.
really?
hmm He
Don't let
really
him
does.
brainwash you, man.
Don't do
Don't
that,
let it
man.
happen. You don't know him like we do.
El Presidente, salute.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
that's wild.
So what are your thoughts on your team? Not only just going against Central C, but so far in the season, you're sitting at 4-2. You were undefeated. I think your team gets overlooked a little bit because we talk about Central C a lot. We used to talk about
Yeah,
She Love When I Touched Down being the best team early in the season. You kind of slipped under the radar. You're 4-2 now, but still, your team is still performing well. So,
hmm
how do you feel your team is, where your team is at right now?
For now, so far so good. I'm looking at my roster right now. I mean, anything could change. Everyone's just playing their position. They're doing what they got to do. If they got to score points, or however the case may be, they take care of business. But shout out to Raheem Mostert, Waddle. Who else?
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about that. Them boys were going crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christian
Good work.
Kirk too.
Yes, sir.
Christian Kirk as well. Eckler, it kind of hurt me, him not being there for like the last couple of weeks, but
hmm
it is what it is. I think a hot take. I think I'm making the playoffs this season.
Listen, we've
I think
said
you will.
this. I think you will too, but don't make them promises on camera, okay?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Because
But
everyone
nah,
who's made promises on camera 2 weeks ago, or She Love When That Touchdown pulled up, said he guarantees he's gonna smack up Thelonious Punt. He got
yeah,
waxed. C Blizzy said he guarantees 160 on
160.
Central C's head top.
They
He
dropped
got
160 on him.
160.5 on him.
on him. Yeah,
Last week, Houston boy pulled up and said no one in the league scares him. Ended up catching an L from Team Donnie. So you said you're gonna make
yeah,
the playoffs. Hot take.
yeah. I believe it. And shout out to Tyler. Underestimating my team last week.
Yeah, you caught it. You caught him slipping for real, man. I know he feels some type of way about that. He was trying to go up 4-2, but it was you instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
129 points.
Montgomery was like a big part of his team. Montgomery, Debo Samuel, he didn't
Yeah.
contribute. Sam Laporta, who popped off last week, underperformed. Who else? Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
but
Oh
with
yeah, that was
Jacoby Myers, no
yeah.
bueno.
So yeah, them boys caught that L. And we'll see if your team continues to perform well, against the anarchist himself in Central C.
Question for you, man. Which team outside of Central C, because that's your El Presidente,
Yeah.
which team are you most fearful of?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me take a look real quick.
Because I know it's not me.
Yours for sure. Yours and
You gotta say C Blizzy. You gotta say C Blizzy.
You have to.
yeah. Yours and C Blizzy.
C
Yours and
Blizzy
Carmen.
is gonna, yeah, he's gonna go on a run, man. Like the weapons he has now, he waited for his guys to come off injury. He stacked his coin, and now he like I said, man, Cooper Kupp, Stephon Diggs, Kamara, Josh Allen, Mark Andrews. That boy
Yo,
got weapons, yo. It's hey,
mind you,
yeah,
I tried to get Camaro from him, and I've tried to get who else? Pittman, and he was like,
yeah,
nah.
Looking at your schedule, you
Yeah,
say KxngTrizz and C Lizzy
yeah,
are the teams you're scared of. It could be tough because if it comes down to the wire, you got those two back to back in the final 2 weeks. Luckily, in our league, we don't do home field advantage. But trying to get positioning for the playoffs, you got two heavy hitters back to back. Could be tough for you. After Central C, you have Houston Boy, Team Donnie, and then myself. You could say that's a 3 week of easy teams. So if you're able to come up ahead against Central C, you could be in very, very good shape. Maybe even 8-2 going into week 11 against Thelonious Punt. So I'm obviously going to try to, of course, make that not happen on week 10. But
yeah.
I can only do as much as I can do. So
I mean, it's a long season ahead of us. Anything could happen. Injuries, trades.
right,
yeah,
we're halfway at the
I just
season,
take it
right?
week by week. I just take it week by week.
Yeah,
yes,
halfway of the
sir.
season right now. You're 4-2, could be 5-2 after week 7. That is a great spot to be in midway through the season. So shout
Yeah,
out to you. Shout
definitely.
out to your ability to put teams together week by week. And we will see. We'll be watching. We have your game as game of the week. So eyes are on you.
Yeah, man. That's what I think is going to be the definitely the game of the week. I want to see, not because of the Commonwealth battle, but I just want to see how it turns out, man. At the end, man. If you win,
Yeah.
how Central's going to take that? I don't believe it's going to be kumbaya, man. I could be wrong, but hey.
El Presidente is all love. Win, lose, or draw. All right.
Well, Pico, man, thanks for joining the pod, man. It's great to see you. It's great to have you in the league. You're one of the best parts of the league, man. You communicate, you talk trash, and you compete, man. That's all we ask for. So that being said, see you guys for week 7.